We are in Bayou, which was the home of Houston philanthropist Miss Ima Hogg. She was building the house in the late 1920s. She'd begun collecting early American furniture and continued to build and grow that collection through the time that she decided to make it a gift to the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. The world of Alexander Hamilton, well, we have some really interesting things. We have objects that were specifically related to himself and his world, things that might have been in the possession, say, of the Schuyler family. We have prints and images of people represented in the show, like Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Henry Laurens, and many others. We have, for example, a service of Chinese export porcelain that was owned by Thomas Willing, the man who was the first president of the Bank of the United States. So it's not out of the question that Alexander Hamilton dined from that china. And then there's a chair that we believe was owned by Philip Schuyler and was part of a larger set of furniture that he's known to have owned. This is what's called a roundabout chair. It's the kind of chair that would have been placed probably in front of a desk or such as that. And it is made in such a way that it enforces a peculiarly masculine posture on the sitter, you might say. So it's definitely a man's chair. It's a beautiful object. It has wonderful expressions of symmetry that few other forms of American furniture of that time period have. It's got a wonderful provenance or ownership history, and all those things together, I think, make it an exceptional object. The members of the cast are quite taken with it, too.
Doing the show, and even in just creating the character and trying to get inside of his head, there's imagery that I tried to make up in my own mind. Like, okay, what is it like to be in Philip Schuyler's mansion? What is it like to be standing on the battlefield? So getting to actually be in there and see, the objects and the pictures and all of that helped to strengthen that imagery, and it was pretty cool.
The world of Alexander Hamilton came to be, I think, largely through the efforts of folks in our education division and who were early fans of the show and saw this opportunity and started to think about the story that's in Chernow's book and the story that's in the play, and to think about the objects that we have that touch on it. And so the way that they crafted those things and placed them together and are able to knit together a sequence of objects that relates to the sequence of the story, I think is a really remarkable thing that they've been able to achieve, and we're pleased that these objects can serve that purpose.